Welcome, dear friends, to another study of the Spiritist Magazine. Here we are, another day, another study, another beautiful teaching by the many spirit and spiritist authors incarnate in the discarnate realm. So here we are to learn and to be together one more time every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We broadcast the study of one of the articles from one of the issues of the Spiritist magazine. And this today we have another article from issue 66. Before I do that, I want to share with you that you can visit spiritistmagazine.org where you can find the link to download the PDF version of the magazine free of charge, the apps for the Spiritist magazine, and even a way to purchase the copy of the Spiritist magazine at cost to you. With the partner MagCloud, they only charge you what it actually costs to produce this high quality works of the Spiritist magazine. With the blessings of the spirits who guide the studies of the magazine, our mentors, we are here today. And today we're going to be talking about family problems. So we decided to choose this article because all of us, regardless of what our family composition is today, we come from a family. Someone had to receive us in their home in order for us to reincarnate. And then throughout our lives, we may be building new families and new relationships with others. And at some point, perhaps, due to the nature of trials and expiations, we may find ourselves in relationships and families where we have problems. The Spiritist teachings are so beautiful that teaches us. We learn with Spiritism so much, and it teaches us the ability to better understand where we are, what we're here to do, how to cope with different circumstances that appear in our lives that we create or they are imposed upon us. And having difficulties in our family relationships is a common occurrence on planet Earth, a planet of trials and expiations. But because we are here to fulfill many divine laws, one of them the law of society, right? The law of reproduction. We are here to live with one another, to serve one another, to learn from one another, and to heal our past wounds, and most importantly, to build a better future. So here I'm going to share with you, with those who are watching online, watching the video, now listening just to the audio. This is the most current version, most current issue of the Spiritist magazine. Beautiful cover featuring an article by the spirit Bezerra de Menezes, the title Spiritist Centers Another a Club. And on the right hand on my PDF reader, you can see the different little thumbnails for each one of the articles. I'm going to hide the thumbnail in the bar so that we can see these beautiful teachings. So first and foremost, do you have problems in your family? It's likely that you do. And this person this book has been fully translated. It's been fully translated and it's been slowly shared by the Spiritist magazine. And today we're going to talk about family problems. The title says, I acknowledge I have family problems. What should I do? I'm going to make it a little smaller so we can only see the answer. So if you do have, identify who is this relationship, who is that person representing in this lifetime. Consider, for example, that perhaps we are in some way related to them from our past lives relationships, and what we build today may be how we learn and grow together in the future. So here we have the answer. When family relationships are not going well, it is necessary humility to recognize this and seek help. So we always think about seeking help. So if you have an issue in your family, psychologists help. We have social work help. We have the help, just as if you had an issue with your physical health, you would look for psychological help, emotional health, medical help as well. The progressive children are excellent counselors and help establish marital and family harmony. Have you thought about children as bringing harmony into a marriage and a family? It's a very important way to do this, friends. Why? Because the couple need the family, the marriage, the persons involved in the marriage need to be aligned in their ideals, in their goals. Remember, there is one chapter in the Gospel according to Spiritism that talks about how the job or the role of parents is to guide that soul that is entrusted to the parent as a child to God. So there's a lot of responsibility when you're deciding to form a family and bring children for this reincarnation. And it's important that we think through, why am I doing this? And it has to have, they help reestablish this family harmony, because the people caring for them need to be in alignment. Precociously, they naturally make highly valuable suggestions, right? Some are this more the newer generation that is reincarnating on the earth. They're observant and intuitive. They clearly identify the problems that are draining the family relationships and suggest practical measures that can avoid the worst. So, because of the way that we think of relationships, we need to consider that the souls that come to reincarnate in a family to be someone's child could be a spirit of higher elevation comparatively, right? We don't have high level spirits living on the earth because we know the earth is not compatible, only those who are coming in missions. Most of us are just spirits who are learning, who are growing, who are experiencing this lifetime and building valuable values for eternity. But sometimes the children are observant and intuitive and they can identify the problem. So we need to listen to what they have to say, point out to us what could be some practical measures. Attuned to their parents and siblings, these children pleasantly help without asking for gratitude or benefits for their intervention. Right? So this is another teaching moment here for us. When we help our families or not, are we asking for gratitude? Do we always need to be recognized for the little things we do? Or we're just doing things because we want to be helpful? We have to understand that there are different love languages, as popular culture says, but if we need small gestures of thankfulness every single time we do something, we need to look down and be like, okay, why am I seeking this recognition when I know I did a good job, right? So these children may be attuned to the parents and their siblings if they have any. They pleasantly help. So we want to be those, right? We want to pleasantly help without asking for anything in return. With their help and those who are willing to assist us, we must plan the management of life together. So another teaching here. So when we are in this composition of family, when we decide to move in with someone, to get married, to bring children into the world and contribute to their development, right? Guide their development. They're coming as your child, so you're guiding the development, you're learning with them, you're allowing them to help you, but it's still your job to be the guide, the same way we are guided by Jesus because he has crossed the paths that we are here today. So, however, all of the members of a family should be planning this management of life together, not the wishes and desires of one or two, but for all, what would be best for all of us when we decided to take upon this commitment to one another. If it is not possible to eliminate all the attrition points, it's certainly within our reach to lessen the occurrences, right? So we want to think about it. Perhaps, and most likely, we're not 100% compatible, because if we are truly going by the fact that we are spirits, we have unique histories of since our formation, simple in ignorance by God, our creation, to now we have had different paths. Likely, the paths of today for the family that you have cross the paths of those same individuals in previous lives, previous existences, right? Because life doesn't end. What ends is this existence, this personality, this physical body. And then we may be together in this life. So if we can eliminate all attrition, we hope not to be with the beauty of human beings and the beauty of nature. If you look around, is that we are diverse, we are different from one another, we complement one another. That's right within the law of society. My talents and my abilities complement yours, and vice versa. What I don't know what to do, you know what to do, and vice versa. So if we can eliminate attrition, we need to lessen those occurrences. Isn't that what we do in our work life, right? You have team members, you may have chosen them or not, they were presented to you as a team member, and you start working together, you spend 8-9 hours together every day, attrition occurs, perhaps we don't like one another yet on that manner, but we lessen the attrition. And same to families, because as family is the first cell, society is a sum of all of us. The cell is the home, is the school for the souls, as Jesus says in the book Jesus in the Home. So if the home is a school, we are learning together. And as a cell, each cell needs to be healthy in order for the whole organ or system, as the community is, to be healthy as well. So we lessen those occurrences. A family who failed in a prior existence and that reunites in a new reincarnation has high probabilities of being happy, despite the accumulated difficulties to be faced. So if we dissected out this piece, I'm going to make it larger for those who are watching. If we have failed in a prior existence, but we are reuniting today, we have high probabilities of being happy, of reconcile our differences, repairing, if not expiating, repairing, if not repairing, expiating the wrongs of the past, even if we have accumulated difficulties. So there is hope if we find ourselves in situations where our family composition, our family dynamics isn't ideal. There are resources. You can go to your Spiritist center, ask for counseling. You can engage in teaching, studying. You have to study, or teaching the children at your Spiritist center. There's a Spirit Center group for children, programs for children. So since little, they learn they're immortal. They learn that reincarnation is real. They learn that we are here to serve God and not the culture, right? So we want to be their North Star. We can go for fraternal counseling and passes. We can go see a psychologist or licensed healthcare professional. We can take care of engaging in volunteer work in our community. Science has already shown that when you volunteer, your physical and mental health improves. If you don't do it just for the sake of helping others, then we do it for the sake of our own health. So many beautiful ways. There's hope for reconciliation. And we want to do what we came here to do in this lifetime and fulfill this beautiful reincarnatory plan that we have, that you have, that your children have, that your neighbor has, that everyone has. And when we know that we are immortal spirits, that we are going to return to the flesh many times as necessary by the grace of God, that we're going to review and re-encounter those who have had relationships with in the past, as only makes sense, right? Why would you every time encounter random folks? We come most likely many reincarnations together in the same configuration, similar, not the same, but similar configurations, so that we can learn. If you want to get in detail about this type of relationship, one example that the mentors are inspiring us to remember, to remind ourselves, is in the book No Solar. No Solar's author, André Luiz, recounts his own experience where he meets his mom, who is in a higher colony, and he is a higher sphere than he is. She explained that his dad and the dad's mistresses are still in the lower zones, but the dad is getting ready to be tired of that situation, and they're planning the dad's and the mistress's reincarnation. Now André Luiz's mom is going to return. She's going to accept the dad as her husband again, and the mistresses as their children. Spoiler alert, it's part of the book. But then you can imagine what kind of higher, morally developed person we have to accept someone who committed adultery against her in this life as the partner again, and the women who he got involved with as children. So we're going to have to relearn to love one another in a different manner, to repair some of those mistakes of the past, and to grow and move forward. Would we be able to do it? So if you're experiencing those difficulties in your own family, there is hope. There is hope, but let's try to resolve it on this time frame. So this is an article. I will invite you to go download and read it and study it with your family, because there is hope. Dr. Americo Canhoto is a physician and a spiritist who have written several books, especially the one from which we extracted the text above, which is Pequenos Deslizes, Grandes Problemas. The book was fully translated by Camilla Tufts from the Spiritist Society of Virginia and is gradually being shared in this column on the Spiritist Magazine. So if you go back to other items, there are many different chapters about family, about children, about parenting. Spiritist help for parents as well. It's a very difficult but noble endeavor that we want to be prepared. We want to learn and study as much as we learn and studies about anything that we want to grow and be a part of on the earth. Dear friends, here we have Family Problems, What to Do. I invite you to visit spiritistmagazine.org to get your copy of the magazine, to download, to study, to update your app. And God willing, I'll be back with you next time with another article in another night. May you have a blessed day. Take care of yourselves and someone else, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.